With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Michael Wacha, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-to-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 24.
First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
He pulls this one into right, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Shot toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Chris Bryant takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. This is line to left. Holiday is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Redbirds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Pham looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Cubs are out in front now 2.
And you know, as soon as he let that ball go, he probably wanted it back. It was just grooved right down the middle, and you cannot make mistakes like that to that kind of hitter.
Jason Hayward will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Well, accuracy is always appreciated with umpires, and Fillmore, he's no exception. He'll miss one here and there, but it's really pretty rare from what I hear.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Jason Hamill is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Number 36 is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, they're going to have to hit some gappers out there because they are dead last in stolen bases. They can't run. If they're not going to rely on any speed, they really need to get a consistent power production and drive in guys with extra base hits.
Tommy Pham will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Munenori Kawasaki will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Holiday is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second. Chris Coghlan will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
And he's right up there among the RBI leaders, too, so he's dangerous with runners on base.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Standing in now, Jason Hamill, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
Ben Zobrist will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Matt Adams steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Into the box, Brandon Moss. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hamill into the wind. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Kawasaki is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Dexter Fowler will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Waka's ready. First pitch on its way. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. He's definitely having a season to remember to this point. He's got great hands, and his approach is really working for him.
Pham looks up. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Chris Bryant stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And, Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Shot to third. But right there is Peralta, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony
Rizzo will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Holliday going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And here in the third, this is probably just to try and clean out the negative and put a positive thought in his head. You know, something like, I've seen you work out of jams like this many times before. I know you can do it again.
Jason Hayward stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Well, for Rizzo, he's at second with his 18th double of the year. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Surprised at all that they're coming right after him this way?
A little bit. I like it. It's good for the game, but this is definitely a guy that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he just never got into the rhythm of that at-bat at all. I mean, normally you'd expect a middle-of-the-order guy to put up a little more fight than that, wouldn't you? But he just got caught flat-footed on all 3 of those pitches.
Stepping in now, Munenori Kawasaki, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Johnny Peralta will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
They're still searching for a base run. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Brian Pena will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. Hayward sprinting after it. Tap fouled at home plate. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Michael Wacha will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Chris Coghlan is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, anytime you're leading off an inning, it's true, you don't want to just go up there blindly swinging at anything close to the zone. But you also want to at least take the bat off your shoulder. I mean, he phoned this one in.
Into the box now, Jason Hamill. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
This is pulled into right. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that, number 36 will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Center fielder
Tommy Pham comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 13, second baseman,
Matt Carpenter digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Into the seats, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 4.
The table for a little bit of a rally.
Waka looks in. First pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Fastball called for strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
They always say the hallmark of a good leadoff hitter is to have the ability to work the count and show some patience up there. But he takes that one to the extreme this time. It's one thing to wait for your pitch up there, but sooner or later you're going to have to swing at one of them.
Kyle Schwarber is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
And there are 2 away. Chris Bryant will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
Now they can hear me.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Sorry, guys. Didn't have my microphone.
Matt
connected
Adams
to the
will stand in to
live
start
game
out
one.
of the 5th. And you get the
I'm a
sense
newbie
that
at
this
this
crowd's been
stuff.
pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Infield shifted well to the right.
How you
Here's
doing,
the first
Cam?
pitch. Brandon Moss stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Digging in, Matt Holliday. He flew out in his last at bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through.
And we'll have to
Got
leave
him.
it there as this is
Nice.
strike 3, and that will retire the
Everyone,
side.
please like and subscribe. Even though I'm new at doing this stuff, I didn't have my mic connected at the beginning of the lecture, and I apologize for that. But now the mic should be alright.
Struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
We're in the 6th,
And this
because
pitch
we're
is
leading
right down the
4-0,
middle,
so
strike
that's
1.
good.
In the air to right
There you
center
go.
and carrying
That's
well.
gone.
Way back there now. And
5-0
gone.
Cubs.
Home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His 2nd of the
Got
game.
4 likes.
And
Not
the
bad, not
Cubs have
bad.
now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Zach Duke will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 29, Zach Duke.
Jason Hayward will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Jason
And I think
Hayward.
that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And here's a fastball from Duke to get things started. It's 0-1.
We're in the 6th, it's 5-0 Cubs.
Drilled to the
This
right
should be
side.
base hit, and it is.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Munenori Kawasaki will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Pham racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Chris Coughlin will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
That was supposed to be a hit and run right there, but it didn't work that way, guys.
So a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And he takes a cold strike.
Thank you for liking the video, Mark. I really appreciate it, buddy.
This is lifted out to left. Holiday on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the...
Nice job, Anthony.
Leading off the inning, Johnny Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
We're in the bottom of six now.
You need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing.
Got him.
And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Brian Pena is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Oh, and he misses it. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Yadier Molina has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle, so that's going to be the end of the line for Zach Duke. Again down to second, but he's back in safely. Hamill sets. Here it is on 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play.
Yeah, 0-2, guys.
Trying to strike him out for the third time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Kevin Segrist will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ben Zobrist will stand in.
Hey Bonnie, how you doing, buddy?
Still without a
Thanks
hit,
for stopping by, bro.
Could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Yeah, this game is awesome.
And I think that's in the back of his
Love
mind,
my
but
Cubbies,
it's not
buddy.
something he's really focused on.
I'm just trying to stream out, you know.
Swing on the ball.
Takes this the other way to right. Taking this one in is Moss, and there's your first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently
this is my first YouTube stream, bud.
Winds up getting flagged down.
I'm just trying it out, you know.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Line to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning.
I know it's late in UK, buddy.
Not this one, though. He's on with a one-out
Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I was just testing out, you know.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Holiday is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Tell me how the my mic is too, Vonnie, if you can help me out with
Chris
that too,
Bryant
bud.
will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
his 3 at-bats so
Even
far.
though I'll be in last place, but I'll do it. I was thinking about streaming anyways because I love to interact with everyone, you know?
It happens.
Around third, Fowler heading home.
6-0
And the
Cubbies.
score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game. And you see
Thank
on
you,
the
buddy.
graphic right
Thank you
there
for helping
that
me
his
out,
hitting
Bonnie.
streak will indeed
Thank you for
live
liking
on
and
as he
everything,
just
bro.
continues to hit the ball
You really
well.
helped me out with
Can you
that.
imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Yeah, I was just testing this out, see how my internet connection is with streaming and stuff, bud.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Now batting, right fielder.
Jason Hayward gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And the runner from third crosses
Throwing them
the
out
plate.
now.
It's 7-0.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
Munenori Kawasaki will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've
Surprised
done
you're
it
still
all
up,
game
Bonnie.
long. They haven't really had a big inning yet. Just
I'm
a lot
surprised
of
you even
ones and
subscribed to
twos,
me,
but
bro.
those
I
will
didn't
add
know
up.
that.
Throw on to second
That was a
for
good
the
play
force,
by
and the side is
Cardinals.
retired.
I didn't know that you was subscribed to me,
Tommy
bud.
Pham will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it
No,
a
this
lot.
is
This
franchise
offense is
mode.
just getting shut down right now. And
That's
we've
all
seen
this
some
is.
really fantastic pitching in this one.
This is against
Fly ball
AI,
out
bro.
toward right field. On the move is Hayward. And that's the first out
It's
of the
on
inning.
expert too, man.
The batter, number 13.
And for you at home, all I'm
Yeah,
going
this
to
is
do
my
is
franchise
direct
mode,
your
bud.
attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
My season.
Yanked into the stands, strike 1. Hamill gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, and
If I
anything,
played
he's looking
online,
stronger
Bonnie, you know
than
how
ever
that
here
would
in
go.
this
I'll be
7th inning.
raging and swearing like crazy, bro.
No runs, no hits.
But I'll probably
and
end
no
up doing
errors
that
so far for the
tomorrow
Redbirds.
stream.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7
Start playing
outs
people
away now.
online so
And on
people
this
can see
pitch
me
right here, you gotta
rage.
make up your mind just a little more quickly up there.
That'd be
This is a
funny,
ball you
dude.
gotta think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
You in a... Alright, Bonnie, I will. You'll see me swearing like crazy. Because I think
Swinging a
MLB,
ball hit on
the lag
ground.
is real sometimes online. They don't
And
have
that
good
will
service. It's
conclude
like
matters
fucking
here in the 7th.
FIFA, dude.
1, 2, 3, go the
You know,
Cardinals.
with all the
They're
lagging
down
and
by a
bullshit.
touchdown. 7. Jordan Walden will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming.
We might. Yeah, I'll just test them out, buddy.
Hit hard to
I was a
short.
noob. I didn't have at the beginning. I realized
Throw
I
on to
didn't have my
first in
freaking
time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jason Hamill steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's
I like when-
reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Swing and a line drive.
Yeah, this is a fun
Set
game, though. I
with the
like it.
0-1.
I think it's one
Liner
of the
toward
best
right
sports
center,
games out there right
and
now.
that's in for his
My
second
pitcher
hit
got
of
a
the
hit.
afternoon.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. One of
You
the
and
few
Scott
guys
had a
not
good
to join
battle
the
for
hit
one
parade
stream,
so
bud.
far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess
That
he's
gone?
just not seeing what everyone
Nope,
else is.
not quite.
Pham
Go
back to the
first.
track as he takes it for out number 2. Dexter Fowler steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Drilled down the line.
Oh, nice.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he
Stay
gets
at
by
second.
the glove down the line.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Kyle Schwarber is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
2 outs.
Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike.
Well, at least I know the stream works. That's all I care about.
Right back to him, and it's off his shoe.
Is that gonna be safe? Yep, fair
No
ball.
chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time
Thank you
to put the
for
pedal
helping me out, Bonnie. I really appreciate it, bro.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Yeah, I was just testing to see how my internet connection is and shit. See if we can handle streaming. I wasn't sure.
Hit in the air to center field. Pham has a
That's
read
out.
on it,
Yep.
and that retires the side. Cubs
Last
lined up,
inning.
even and loaded. Brandon Moss will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Thank you, Bonnie. You have a good night, buddy.
Hamill has his target. Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
The left fielder, number 7,
Matt Holliday stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third.
Johnny Peralta will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty. 0-2. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. Down in order go the Cardinals. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. The Gateway Arch illuminated at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jonathan Broxton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Jonathan Broxton, now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot. Number 3,
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Number 26 will come in and pitch now.
number 26.
Belted high and deep into right center. Pham going back on it, and this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. Around third and being waved on home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
8-0 Cubbies.
Munenori Kawasaki struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
But an atom bowl right to him for the first out. Chris Coghlan will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
Yep.
And the run is in to score from second. Make it 9-0. The pitcher, Jason Hamill, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gun as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Ben Zobrist will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Moss, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's a 10-0 score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Standing in, Dexter Fowler. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. Drops one down here and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Kyle Schwarber stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Rips this one to first. And no shot to knock this one down, and that's going to score the run from third.
Tack on another run there. They put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Chris Bryant will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
And you know, once you see this ball get down in right center, I was thinking this is a run easy. But that's a nice play to get to it quickly and fire it back in, and that'll wind up forcing that runner to hold on at third base.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he lines this one out to center. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away.
Right fielder
Jason Hayward comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking.
What's that old saying, guys? The rich get richer? Well, his team's definitely been getting rich here all day.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit towards center. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The relay, and he is in there. Nori Kawasaki digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Chris Coghlan will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Hard liner towards short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Brian Pena will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens. But when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
Now batting, number 36.
Number 36 is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed.
No-hitter by Jason Hamill, guys, on my franchise.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching
Thank you for
performance
retweeting
that
it,
led
Mark.
his guys to the victory.
Really appreciate it, buddy.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, but probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. And he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook.
I want to thank you all for joining this test live stream. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.